When should you introduce solid foods to a baby guide? You can start giving solid foods to your baby around 6 months of age. This is when their tiny tummies are ready to try new tastes and textures beyond just milk. As a parent, knowing when you should introduce solid foods to a baby can feel confusing. You want to make the right choice to support their growth and development while making mealtime fun. Around this age, babies begin to show interest in food, reaching for what you eat and showing signs of hunger that milk alone can't satisfy. This curiosity is a great sign that it's time to explore the world of solid foods together. When should you introduce solid foods to a baby? The best time to introduce solid foods to a baby is around 6 months of age. At this stage, most babies can handle solid foods, as they have developed the necessary skills to eat and digest them. Before this time, babies usually rely on breast milk or formula to get all the nutrients they need. It is important to wait until they are ready, because introducing solids too early can lead to various issues, such as allergies and digestion problems. Understanding baby readiness. To know if your baby is ready for solid foods, look for some signs. A baby may be ready when they can sit up with little or no support. They should also show interest in food, such as reaching for your plate or watching you eat. Additionally, a baby who can open their mouth when food comes near and can move food to the back of their mouth with their tongue is typically ready. Signs of readiness include: can sit up well in a high chair, shows interest in what you are eating, can keep food in their mouth and swallow it, can move food from the front of their mouth to the back. Benefits of waiting until 6 months. Waiting until 6 months has many benefits. At this age, babies have more mature digestive systems, which helps them handle solid foods better. Their ability to sit up also reduces the risk of choking. Plus, by waiting, you give your baby the best chance to develop healthy eating habits later in life. Potential risks of early introduction. Introducing solids too soon can cause various issues. For example, there might be a higher chance of allergies if you start solid foods before 6 months. Additionally, a baby's digestive system may not be developed enough to handle foods, which could lead to upset stomachs or constipation. It is best to stick with milk or formula until your baby reaches that 6-month mark, choosing the right foods. Once your baby is ready for solids, you can begin to introduce them to a variety of foods. Start with single-grain cereals, such as rice or oatmeal, mixed with breast milk or formula. After a few days to monitor for allergies, you can try pureed vegetables and fruits. Common first foods include sweet potatoes, bananas, avocados, peas. As your baby gets used to these foods, you can gradually add more variety to their diet. Allergic reactions to watch for. When introducing new foods, it is important to watch for allergic reactions. Start with one new food at a time, waiting about 3 to 5 days before trying another. This way, if there's a reaction, you will know which food caused it. Symptoms can include rashes or hives, diarrhea, vomiting, swelling around the mouth or face. If you notice any of these signs, contact your pediatrician to discuss what to do next. Texture and consistency. At first, solid foods should be smooth and pureed. This texture is easier for babies to swallow. As they get used to eating solids, you can gradually move to thicker purees and eventually to small, soft pieces of food. It's important to adjust the texture based on your baby's skills. Always ensure that the food is easy for them to handle and swallow, as this helps prevent choking. Timing and meal structure. When starting solids, think about how you structure meals. Start with 1 meal a day. Lunch or dinner can be a good choice. As your baby grows more comfortable with eating, you can add more meals. By around 8 to 9 months, many parents offer 3 meals a day along with snacks, making mealtime fun. Mealtime should be a fun and engaging experience. Create a happy environment where your baby can explore new flavors and textures. Let your baby touch their food and play with it. Encourage them to explore different tastes and smells. This can help them enjoy eating and create a positive association with food. Hydration considerations. While introducing solid foods, it's still crucial to keep your baby hydrated. Continue to offer breast milk or formula alongside solids. Once your baby is about 6 months old, You can start offering small sips of water in a cup. This will help them learn how to drink from a cup while also keeping them hydrated. Common myths about solid foods. Many myths surround the introduction of solid foods. One common myth is that you need to start solids as soon as your baby reaches 4 months. However, as we discussed, waiting until 6 months is often best. Another myth is that all babies need to eat the same solid foods. Every baby is unique, and some may prefer certain tastes and textures over others. Consulting your pediatrician. Always consult with your pediatrician before introducing solid foods. They can provide guidance tailored to your baby's specific needs. Discuss any concerns you may have, such as allergies or feeding practices. Your pediatrician can help you feel confident about the decisions you make regarding your baby's nutrition. Monitoring growth and development. As your baby begins eating solid foods, keep an eye on their growth and development. Regular checkups with the pediatrician will help ensure they are thriving. Watch to see if they are hitting developmental milestones, such as sitting up independently or grasping objects. These signs will show that your baby is growing and developing as expected. Encouraging healthy eating habits. From the very start of introducing solids, you can help nurture healthy eating habits. Offer a variety of foods every day. Try to incorporate fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and proteins. Encourage your baby to eat a range of flavors and colors, laying a foundation for a healthy lifestyle in the future. Be patient and flexible. Introducing solid foods is a journey, and it may take some time for your baby to adjust. Be patient with them as they learn to eat. Some days they may love a food, and other days they may refuse it. Stay flexible, and remember that every baby has their own preferences and pace. Once your baby is settled into eating solids, include them in family meals. They can watch you and other family members eat and learn that mealtime is a social experience. Eating together can help your baby understand the importance of meals and promote family bonding. Over time, your baby will learn how to eat with others and enjoy the experience. In conclusion, the best time to introduce solid foods to a baby is around 6 months of age. Look for signs of readiness and ensure you choose the right foods while keeping mealtime fun and engaging. By following these guidelines and consulting with your pediatrician, you can help your baby develop strong and healthy eating habits from the start. Frequently asked questions. What is the best age to start introducing solid foods to my baby? The best age to start introducing solid foods to your baby is around 6 months. At this age, babies are usually ready for new textures and flavors. Can I start solid foods before 6 months? No, you should not start solid foods before 6 months. Babies' digestive systems are not ready for solids earlier than this age. How do I know if my baby is ready for solids? You can tell your baby is ready for solids if they can sit up with support, show interest in food, and open their mouth when food is offered. What are the signs that my baby may not be ready for solid foods? If your baby cannot sit up with support, seems not interested in food, or still has the tongue thrust reflex, they may not be ready for solid foods. Should I introduce one food at a time? Yes, introduce one food at a time. This helps you identify any potential allergies and lets your baby get used to new tastes and textures. How long should I wait between introducing new foods? Wait about 3 to 5 days between introducing new foods. This allows you to monitor for any allergic reactions before trying something new. What types of solid foods should I start with? Start with single-grain cereals, pureed fruits, and pureed vegetables. These foods are gentle on your baby's stomach and easy to digest. Is it safe to give my baby finger foods at 6 months? It's best to wait until your baby is closer to 8 to 10 months before introducing finger foods. At that age, they develop better chewing skills and hand coordination. Can I mix breast milk or formula with solid foods? Yes, you can mix breast milk or formula with solid foods to make them smoother and more familiar for your baby. What should I avoid when introducing solid foods? Avoid honey, whole nuts, and foods that can pose a choking hazard. Also, skip salty and sugary foods to promote healthy eating habits.